Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Let's get the phone. Current blood sugar sitting at 5.5. Pretty good for most. For me, it's a little bit on the lower side because we treat at 6. But I'm feeling okay. It's going down a bit, but it's not at a vitally low. It's just kind of like, hey, Mike, let's take a look at things. Basal rate is working fully. I had some corrections which seem to have brought me down. If you notice, there's 12 o'clock. There's no meal check off there because I haven't eaten. So there's no real reason for me to add carbs. Maybe a little bit later. Current blood sugar is sitting at 95%, 5% above, 95 below, and the average blood sugar is 7.3. But hold it back. I can hear you all saying. That seems very similar to yesterday's. Well, let me tell you, I'm taping 2 videos in one day. So I can catch up to where I need to be. So that is why we seem very close. Today, I want to discuss which diabetic is the same to me. Stay tuned. We'll be right One of the biggest mistakes a new diabetic will make is they'll compare when they find another type 1 diabetic. They will compare treatments. And my father kind of did that to me. He didn't really march like another diabetic, but it was like Bobby Hall changes his insulin routine. I think it's Bobby Hall, who was a famous hockey player at the time. Who's a diabetic, and he changes his blood sugars on game days is different, and maybe you should try that. And that just kind of said, always comparing. But I was also about to enter the time where I didn't really care. But once I got out of that era and started to watch my blood sugars back and forth, came to the realization that Why are they always in control and I'm not? This is uncommon. So people need to realize that we are all different. I've had people, actually, here's another little story to illustrate the point. I went to get a service dog for my diabetes because I had trouble controlling. I got the dog, but when we were there was a lady going, well, that's not the way to control your diabetes. You should be doing this, 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 and this. I work at a doctor's office. I know. And it was kind of like, yes, but you do your thing and I'll do mine. She said, well, if you ate right, everything will just fit in and you'll be perfectly under control. I really don't think so. It's okay to be different. You and your diabetes is different. Your lifestyle's different. Your diet's different. So trying to compare to someone else is asinine. The only one that really should be telling you how to control your diabetes is your doctor. Pure and simple. Your doctor should be making suggestions. If they're just saying, oh, well, you know, you're cheating or not helping you, because there are going to be days where you're not fitting in. You're not fitting in, sorry, wrong term. Your blood sugars aren't doing what they're supposed to be. For me, that's almost an everyday occurrence. There is another diabetic on this ward. Now, she's being controlled by the staff. And what I mean by controlled, I mean that her blood sugars are. I don't try to say, hey, what's your blood sugar like? There's somebody who works here who has type 1 diabetes. But do I try to compare? We share notes, but I don't try to compare to him and his lifestyle and how he controls his diabetes. Pump choices where he asks for help, that's different. But just having public come up to you and say, you should be doing this. This is the only way to treat diabetes is wrong. There's an awful lot also of doctors who feel this is the only treatment for you. And I saw this when last time I went through diabetic ketoacidosis. I was put in intensive care. While in intensive care, I was told by a nurse, not by the doctor itself, okay, sorry, something came online. But you should be we're going to put you on needles. We brought you out DKA, your pump isn't working, so we're going to put you on shots. Even after I said, that's not going to work. Oh, we're just going to put you on that because your pump isn't working. And speaking of where my pump is, let's get it up here. I had to call, get a brand new pump, and prove to him that the pump isn't working. I managed to make it out of the hospital. So that doctor, and please don't get me wrong, I'm not saying doctors are idiots by any means. I'm just saying that doctor didn't know about me and the problems I had with shots getting done all the time. I decided to call my pump supplier and say, they say my pump is broken. I don't think it is. But again, I'm not the same as you. And therefore my treatment doesn't need to be sought. Well, we'll just put you back on the shots and everything will be all right. It won't be. We did years of shot therapy. We did multiple shots during the day. We did sliding scale. We did fixed scale. But it wasn't working. So sometimes you really have to stand your ground. And don't worry what other people think. You need to learn how to control your diabetes, use the tools that are open to you, and discuss how things work with your doctor. If you're failing, your doctor, the one that's treating you, will probably know the best for you. Don't worry about second guessing your care because of what someone else does. Now, let's say you're on shots and you see a friend or someone you know with an insulin pump and you want to go on the insulin pump. Discuss that with your doctor. You may ask some questions, but final call only has two people. You and yourself. A friend of mine who has type 1 diabetes said to me, I don't listen to anyone unless they're a doctor who specializes in diabetes or who has type 1 diabetes. I kind of fine tune it to only the doctor. There's nothing wrong with getting input from other people. But just remember, you're different. Everything in your life is not identical to another person. My brothers and sisters, if they got type 1, wouldn't have the same regime or the same dosing I do. There's videos online of twin girls. They were young at the time, I think they're older now, who got diagnosed relatively close. I mean, they're at the time, I think there were 4 or 5 or 6 and 4 or something. And they had 2 different insulin regimes, and the poor mother, she had to deal with 2 diabetics. But it's still, listen to yourself. You'll start to get a rhythm. You'll start to see what's happening. That and your doctor. If you're thinking of changing something, call your doctor. Come on. You want to make sure that everything is copacetic. I bring this up so many times because it bugs the hell out of me. Online, every so often you see diabetics should only be eating these fruits. Well, no, that's type 2. And I don't know if that's even relevant to type 2 because I'm not a type 2, I'm a type 1. So I don't listen to those. I don't even look at them anymore. There were a time where I would look at these things and say, oh, maybe I should be. Nothing really helped. In fact, with all that sugar, my blood sugars went up years ago when I was taking them. So, come on. You can find legitimate sources, such as internet sites run by doctors. You can find books, you can find TV news, where you can find legitimate treatments for type 1 diabetes. Discuss them with your doctor before you try to do anything. It's not worth jeopardizing your health. And in jeopardizing your health can also be doing other treatments that your doctor is not copacetic with it. It's eye-opening that once you get over that hurdle and you get in a good relationship with your doctor, your blood sugars will come into line. Don't compare with other diabetics. They may have interesting resources that you might, hey, I like that. That's great. But again, check it with your doctor first, because we're all different. And as diabetics, we're all different too. Have a great day, and we'll discuss later. Bye. My email address is Mike's Diabetes World at gmail.com. All one line. Drop me